So this might not be shocking to all of you, but most of you. Rich of ReviewTechUSA and our good friend Keffels are very much in common. One of the things they shared in common is that they tried to get MetaPCs to not sponsor Jeremy TheQuartering. Now, Jeremy TheQuartering is a lot of things, mostly boring, and he's also kind of a man-child. But regardless of that, I thought there was some moral code on the internet or whatever. I know there isn't, and some of you guys out there probably know there isn't either because, whatever, we live in reality. But most of these people, they want to pretend and they want to act like there's some moral code out there. Just like commentary wants to act like there's a moral code around their community. So, because of that, Rich, ReviewTechUSA, just kind of goes mask off, and a tweet is a banger when you decide to immediately delete it the second Keemstar tells you to basically delete it. So what happens here is Rich makes a very, very hot take, basically, trying to get the sponsors, MetaPC, to not sponsor Jeremy Hambley TheQuartering because, Jeremy and Rich are in like a blood feud on the internet. Two grown men, past their 30s probably. I mean, shit. They're having a blood feud on the internet about God knows what. And our good friend Rich of ReviewTechUSA decides to pull a Keffel / Ethan Klein and go after the sponsors because that's a smart move. So after he makes this banger tweet, he ends up deleting it. Because most of us have a fucking life, we don't catch this tweet. Not a lot of people caught it. But for the most part, the people that did see it and didn't screen cap it basically said that Rich was trying to take down the sponsors. Now, Rich goes on to later say, in a stunning and brave way, of course, for everybody crying about MetaPCs being called out by me, it's simple. Don't associate with a piece of shit. You don't get put on blast. I've never called out a sponsor before. But Jeremy is a special kind of terrible, and if they continue to support him, they're terrible too. So there you go. That was a little bit of a follow-up, I'm guessing. Basically, Rich trying to double down. Now this was before, I believe, fucking Keemstar got involved. Basically told him, Richie, you don't want to do this, Richie. Moral code on the internet, Rich. We gotta pretend to have it. I know we don't actually, but we gotta pretend like we do. You know how I always tell you guys these people are fake, these internet people, right? And I'm the realest guy in the room. I'm not fucking joking when I say that, right? Like, you know what I mean? Fucking proof. Again, another bit of proof. I don't know how much proof I gotta show people sometimes, but whatever. I'm sure it'll stick in people's heads eventually. Anyway, so you got this, but again, this is like the guy that was bitching like a couple weeks ago about income and revenue and the Act Man or whatever. There you go. Great example that you live by. Literally took, 1 week for you to go back on all those principles? All that bullshit you were spewing? Yeah, like, 1 week? That's all it took? Maybe 2 weeks tops? What the fuck? And of course, the coup de grace here is Richie here saying, as much as I hate doing it, I'll support the commentary community. God, you're an idiot. And delete my statement towards MetaPCs. However, the person I spoke about, I assure, would not return the favor. I don't know what the fuck that means, Rich, but whatever. But MetaPCs does not deserve to get involved as a whole. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Whatever. All I know is that you pulled a Keffels, you pulled an Ethan Klein. You're quite frankly just as bad as them. You're not any better. There is no real moral code on the internet. You just gotta pretend like there is so you don't look like opportunistic, grifting pieces of shit that are just taking advantage of the stupid masses. Reality can be very, very, very sad. But that's why we go outside, guys. That's why we stay in shape. That's why some of us are blessed with good genes. That's why we socialize. This is why you never put stock on worthless people like this on the internet. Anyway, all that being said, guys, I hope this video was somewhat enlightening. Let me know how you feel about Flip-Floppy Rich being a fucking hypocrite, being no better than Keffels, and being no better than Ethan Klein. And let me know how pretty much everybody's going to overgloss this and go back to pretending like Deaf Noodles is the evil, person on the internet, when we got pieces of shit like Rich walking around and only ever taking back his initial statement because he was called out by people that he didn't want to upset. Principles, man. On the internet, who the fuck needs them, am I right?